Good morning. It's day 2 of our fall season, harvesting yellow cedar. If you'd like to see day 1 of our fall season, please click on the link below. So today it's raining a lot less than it was the other day, so I'm trying a different set of gear on. So I've got a lightweight rain gear. These come from Drift Creek Outdoors. Says Tundra Tech. And then for my jacket, I've got Carhartt, and this is their it's called Storm Defender gear. So the lightweight rain gear today, we're gonna see how that goes for us. Carhartt gear has the best zippers and snaps and buttons we find. It's very heavy duty, but they have not done so far exceptionally well at rain gear or water protection. And here in the rainforest, generally these kind of coats just don't really hold up. And the only thing that you can wear if you want to stay dry is the heavy Grundens rubber. But they seem like, Carhartt seems like they're really trying to put out these new rain defender and storm defender kind of gear. And I'm wearing it and trying it out. So we're gonna go ahead and grab my saw and head out here to cut up some corduroy, we're gonna cut up some logs for corduroy to lay across the road under the excavator. Heading out for our first turn of the day. We're gonna kind of lay down some more logs for corduroy on our way out, and then we are gonna be logging today, falling and yarding. Holy shit. Wow. I usually only get, I'm a pretty good faller now. I usually only get 1 or 2 hung up a year, and this one I hung up. So it'll be fine because I got the excavator to give it a nudge. But so this is a big dead hemlock that's been worrying me. So I tried to fall this tree onto it to knock it over, but it actually hung up a little bit in the top. It didn't knock it out of that other tree, it just hung up. So that was less than ideal. So now we're gonna get in the excavator and we're gonna give it a thump to knock it out of there. So this is why you wanna know how to fall a tree properly. Right here, take a look. So if you do get hung up like this, you need to have your face cut below your back cut so that there's this step in the stump. So what would have happened is, if there wasn't a step, the tree could have hung up and then slid backwards off the stump, and if I was over there, it would have killed me. Whereas here, it's supported by that step. So let's go hop in the excavator and see what we can do here. Okay, well that went pretty well. So I got my cedar down, and that hemlock that I'm trying to knock over is still there. And I get this one down, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that thing down. Okay, it's looking really good. I've cutting these small hemlock trees up, and I'm both clearing for the road, and then I'm making the corduroy logs that I need to lay in the road to keep my machine up on top of the topsoil here. So I'm just gonna keep cutting for a little while, make a pile of logs, and I'll get them laid out, and I'll check back in with you guys. Please remember to like and subscribe to the Second Growth Homes channel if you'd like to see more of us logging here in Southeast Alaska, and especially if you'd like to see us logging second growth spruce timber, because that's where I'm going next. Thanks for watching. Well, son of a gun, I got my road in up there to where I need to be. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Just realized that at some point on my way up here I set all my chokers down with the excavator and left them down this hill. So somewhere, I remember where they are, but way down there are my chokers. So I could drive the excavator all the way down and back up, waste a couple gallons of diesel, or we could suck it up and walk down there. So I compromised. I drove back halfway. So we're gonna walk down and get the chokers, carry them back up the hill, and get ready to bring our first drag down the mountain here today. Okay, we found the chokers. That's a good start. So I'm gonna grab this set of chokers and throw them up on my shoulder, and we're gonna head back up the hill here. Like the good old days. So when we first year's logging out here, we logged solely with cable. So, oh man, pick those ends up too. Oh, nasty. Okay. Whew. So my first year's logging, first 5, 6, 7 years, we logged solely with cable. So my dad, if we were logging cable right now, my dad would be back at the truck at the road with the winch. I would be out here in the woods with my cable and my chokers and my radio, and we never had any haul back equipment, so we never had anything to pull the cable back out other than me or one of the other employees that was working with us at the time. So I used to pull a lot of cable, and it was quite the job. You just start every day, and I mean, you just pull cable as hard as fast as you can until your legs are like jelly every day, and that's the job. Pretty amazing work. So it's good for me to pull a little cable, put in a little effort. But these chokers, and you have to carry the choker and the main line. It's heavy. I think I'm looking at 80, 90 pounds right now. Maybe not. I don't know. It feels like about 80 pounds. So I'm gonna get up here to the machine, bring these chokers out, my new road, and we're gonna get some logs. Because after all, on the hill now, after all, that's what we're here to do, is go logging. Bring the logs to the landing. Oh. You know, probably would have taken me 2 gallons of diesel to drive down there and back. But wouldn't have given me a chance to talk to you guys now, would it? So I'm happy for the exercise too. Alright. I'll show you that machine. There she is. Ooh. Just got to get up there, hook this choker on there. The mud's trying to suck me down. Oh man. Elizabeth, my wife, said she was going to send me a box with my Canon camera, 90D, and some steaks, and 2 full chickens, organic chickens from Costco. So, sure hope that shows up one of these days, sweetie. Can't wait. Oh, beautiful day over here. It's a little darker, a little grayer, but you know, it's just as beautiful. Vibe's a little different every day out here. So far, everything's going really well. Okay. All right. Well, I have to say this GoPro Hero 11 does really well out here for what I'm using it for. Survived quite the abuse. Oh yes. Oh. All right, time to go logging. All right, well, this is part of it that I really like, getting up, climbing up a log here, getting out here into the fresh forest where there's not any mud and it looks more natural. It's amazing how eco-friendly this kind of logging is. Like when you're seeing me do it, I got muddle over my face, I can't tell. When you're seeing me do it, it looks like a lot of kind of destruction, you know, you're mashing up, you're logging, you're mashing stuff up, but it is what it is. There is an immediate impact on the area where the machine is. But the amazing thing is, what the machine is actually doing the whole time it's out here is just super fertilizing. The tracks are just grinding up all this bark, all this organic matter, all these branches. What you'll find is that these skid roads, within just like one season, like if we just don't log one area for 1 year and then we come back, the skid road is completely overgrown, like 6 foot tall, with like ferns and all this beautiful forest fauna, and it's just incredible. All these young trees will just explode. So like in this area here, there is a million small trees. I mean, look at this, okay? Millions of them. And they're growing at an incredibly tiny, minuscule rate per season because they're underneath all the other trees. I mean, they're barely growing, you know? I mean, it's just incredible. And what'll happen is, where this skid road is, in a matter of 3 years, these trees on the sides of the skid road will have tripled or doubled in size. It's incredible. And the reason is sunlight. So we do a little bit of clearing. We take out some of these big trees that have big long branches and make up a big part of the canopy, take a few of them out here and there. The light hits the forest floor. The trees and the small plants and the brush and the berries just explode. All this new stuff grows. We know the deer love it because they're always right in here where I'm at. Like, they come right here every night when we're done. Their tracks are everywhere. I don't know what they're eating, but everything. And what it does is it creates diversity of the forest. So if all the trees were the same and they were a closed canopy, there wouldn't be that much undergrowth. With a diverse forest, where parts of the forest are different ages and parts of the forest have been cleared and regrown and are in different stages of growth, there's more biodiversity, and it makes for a healthier and stronger forest and a better habitat for animals like deer. That's mainly pretty much the only animal we have here besides bear. So that's mainly what we're thinking about when we're out here, is deer. So the deer in the forest that we've harvested, they still have lots of sections of old growth. I mean, to the right and left of me, it's untouched forest. And then they have these patches of cleared area in between. So the deer can hang out in the old growth during the deep snow, and there's less snow. They can sleep in there and they can stay in there and move around and not get stuck. But then they can feed on the edges of the old growth where it comes into our clearings, and they can enter our clearings to eat, our logging areas to eat in the winter. So you really, when we first started logging, I knew we could do it with low impact, but I never imagined that we could actually have, like, basically in my mind, a positive impact on the land that we are working. And it's awesome. It's really not hard to log and not damage the environment. It's pretty incredible. And that said, it's pretty incredible how they let people just damage it so much. It's just, you know, don't log near rivers. It's not that complicated. I mean, not anywhere near the river. Just don't log anywhere near the rivers, or the watersheds, the deep valleys. It's like, it's not complicated. So I'm gonna hop out of the vehicle here, hop out of the excavator, and we're gonna go cut a couple big trees that I've got going over there. Here we've got the Husqvarna 460 Rancher. It's my falling saw today. It's my axe and my wedges. So I've got a whole group of trees going through here, probably 5 that way. My first one's a real nice one. I actually looked at this yesterday at the first day fall logging. So if you'd like to see that video, please remember it is linked below. So that cedar tree right here, blue paint on it. Yep, real dandy. And we're just gonna lay it down right here in front of the machine. Probably should go get my little saw there, since that's where we're going. So I got this one little cedar hung up. It's a tiny little one. And this little hemlock. So I'm gonna get those cleared out of the way and we'll get started. That's a nice tree. So you saw me there take a second face cut. So if your face cut ever doesn't line up perfectly, you really want to take the time, and an old traditional faller would take as many cuts as he needed to make that perfect. Sometimes you're in a rush and you're like, oh, I'm super proud, they're perfect, but no, you want to check both corners, make sure that the face is completely open with no step, because if the face cut goes past the wedge, you might accidentally cut through all your holding wood and you're done. As soon as you cut off all your holding wood, you're done. You've completely failed to fall that tree. So you have no control. So it's one of the most important things is to just make sure your face cut is open all the way across and that there's no curve going farther into the tree. So I'm gonna go move that little saw, and we are gonna cut this just beautiful monster cedar tree down here. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That was a dandy. Oh yes. Beautiful. Good girl. Okay. So the next one I'm cutting is this monster over here. Well, there's the next one I'm cutting. There's another one behind it. This one's a real beauty. Like a real beauty. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and limb that one, top that one I just fell. Then we'll look at getting started on the next one. So, I use a variety of chainsaws. A lot of the ones I use are really older antique stills, and I just picked up, my dad actually just picked up a really cool antique still saw that is running just like brand new, and we're gonna bring it out here for the day 3 of fall logging here at the cedar unit with my dad. So if you'd like to see that video of us falling cedars with this really cool classic saw, please remember to like and subscribe, and it'll be coming up here next week. So I'm gonna fire up and we'll go ahead and limb our way down this beautiful cedar. All right, I got 2 nice ones down here. A little limbing and topping, and we're getting ready to pull them out. Okay, it's joker setting time. We're hooked. Or we're not hooked up yet. Okay. And here's our lovely chokers that we carried up here. So, oh yeah, I topped that one right there. So I gotta put 1 choker right there and 1 choker about 10 feet over that way. up to our 2 logs. Looking really good. So far, my lightweight rain gear is doing acceptably well. I am happy with it. I think I'm a little bit more wet than wearing my Grundens for the first day of this, and but I'm a little bit more comfortable and I can move a little bit faster. So I think for moderate rain days, it's good anyways. Go ahead and work our way down the mountain with these ones. I got 2 more to pick up on the way down, so things are looking up. This is really what we want to be doing, is moving wood. So here I'm at the top of the hill. I've got 2 cedars already choked up, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab this other one sitting here. I got 1 more at the bottom of the hill. That'll make a full drag of 4 logs. So let's see what we got here. Choker. Woo. Oh, this is going great. I'm super happy. It's the rain kind of calmed down a little bit, and machine's running well. Everything's going well. So just gonna snap this on, and we'll get moving down the mountain here. Just got down the hill with this drag. Go ahead and grab that last one over there, and that'll be 4 logs for this turn. Well, we had a great day. No breakdowns. I did a lot of good work to my skid road, and we got the logs out we needed to completely finish our truckload, so that's great. So here's a quick review on my Carhartt Storm Defender rain jacket and my Drift Creek outdoor pants. All in all, I was happy with it. My arms are pretty wet. I think in the Grundens my arms would be dry, so I did sweat a bit. Let's just kind of see what we're looking at here. Huh. You know, I think I'm actually I think I'm surprisingly dry. The inside of the coat feels pretty dry. I really like the look of this coat, like I said. I like the feel of it. Carhartt is really good on their buttons and their zippers especially, which is awesome. And yeah, this is the Storm Defender Carhartt jacket. We'll see. My guess is that it's going to be a very nice coat, but it's going to be slightly lacking in just pure rain protection. I live in the Tongass National Rainforest, so this is about the best test of rain gear that you could have. So if you'd like to see me test out anything cool, and if you have any recommendations for like gear or fabric that works really well in extremely wet conditions, especially new stuff or traditional stuff, I am wide open. We're always looking for the best gear possible out here, logging in the forest. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my boots, and we'll take off my rain pants. So we're gonna go ahead and switch from my cork boots into my Georgia boots. So yeah, these are the Drift Creek Outdoors Tundra Tech rain pants, lightweight rain pants that we put to the absolute ultimate test today here in the Tongass. Let's see how wet we got here. Okay, let's go ahead and get these off. These are actually pants I bought at Costco right here. So if you want to try those out, I buy everything I can from Costco. I'm surprisingly dry. Surprisingly so. This is great. So these pants got the crap kicked out of them today. Muddy. It's a hard life for them. So my guess is that, from my experience with this kind of gear, is it'll work well for a short amount of time for doing this kind of work, and then it will slowly lose its waterproofing. But today, I'm really happy with that outfit. That worked out great. So see how things go tomorrow. Maybe I'll be back in my orange gear. So if you'd like to see more videos of us logging and milling this wood, when we go to mill this wood and then what we go to build with this wood is all going to be here on the Second Growth Homes channel. So please remember to like and subscribe if you'd like to see the whole process of eco-friendly, sustainable timber harvesting, milling, drying, processing that timber, and then building small homes with it. It's all going to happen here on Second Growth Homes. Thank you so much. Oh, look at that one.